Welcome back, everyone, to Walnut Hill Lanes. We are here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, with our host, Robert Toth, for the round of 4, the semifinal of the IM Bowling powered by Logo Infusion Senior Singles. And wanted to welcome back my broadcast partner here today, also finalist and guy bowling much better, Brian Gaskell. Hey, Gas.
Hey, guys. Hi, Bruce.
How you doing, buddy? Looking much better with that grip refit. Thanks to Mr.
Let's
Alex
hope.
Aguiar.
Let's hope.
And we're both heading to Nationals next week. Let's hope that works out. Let's get into our matches. Here's Chris Vorey. Chris started off with 820 off the corner with that purple. Moved in and beat Stephen Dale last round. And here he is against number 1 seed Sean Richards. Stephen Dale giving us both a hug. Unfortunately, he needed a hug against Forey, who was able to take care of him in the last match. Sorry about that.
Purple thing.
My friend. So.
Monster right now. That
Yeah.
purple hammer is crazy.
The purple hammer, he's throwing it good. So, hey, I'm going to see you at Nationals. I think you're going next week, right?
Well, thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you there. So, and of course, Forey starts with a strike. He's up against number 1 seed Sean Richard. This should be a good match. And Richard got a really nice look now.
Oh.
And there's a and Halota needing a strike in the 10th to beat Robert Green last match. Got up and packed it. Beautiful shot after leaving a 6-7-10 on that same lane the shot before. So Bill Halota earning his way here. He was a seed. So was Rich Brooks. Chris Forey, the only one not a seed in our semifinal here. So the pattern is a custom pattern for NEBA, the 2023 Logo Infusion Senior Open pattern. 41 feet, 28.6 mils, 5.4 to 1. How did you see it playing, Gas? And how are you seeing these guys adapting?
Well, I'll tell you the
pairs?
one thing in my mind that I know about this place from having bowled UBA here a few times is that the middles hook a little more than you think they're gonna.
Yeah.
So
I
looked
didn't
at
find any hold at all.
right. I looked at the graph and it looked like you were supposed to play the track and try and swing it maybe out between 5 and 10 somewhere.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to get that far left in the front of the lane because I felt I couldn't. I'm still a little grabby and my ball speed's not much.
Right.
But like Steve Dale can get the ball to go left to right because he throws it 20 miles an hour.
Throws it hard.
Like if I go left to right here, my ball wants to read early, no matter what.
Right.
So I ended up balling down to like the weakest ball I have and just trying to like jam it up 10, 11, 12 out to 5, 6, 7 instead of trying to swing it there from the middle of the lane. And I found some hole. I did find some hole with that Power Torque Pearl early in the day, and it kind of the last 2 games it got a little fishy, and I was thinking about changing balls, but I had a little room to play with, and I was getting 9, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot here and change balls and try. So I stuck with it, and then
Well, you came out of the shoe with big games, so you could then be a little more defensive.
Right.
later
Yeah, I was
in the block.
I was 100 over after 2, so I had a little room to work, but it definitely was a little fishy at the end. So I spent the first 7 minutes of the practice before the round of 12 trying to use other balls to see what might work, and nothing worked because all I was seeing was what I just told you. Like if I tried to go left and swing it, never get there. So I went back to that ball, and it worked almost enough, but it came up a little short.
Well,
to be
like you say,
240.
it was the track, but I think you had to trick it through the front.
Yes.
And get it down the lane a little bit, and not rely on any push. Really wasn't there. You had to generate the push, and if anything, you could play some swing. You could have some recovery more than you're going to have any push, any hold here. So, again, a well-designed pattern, perfect scores. 98 over was the cut. We had a guy at 90. We had guys at 90 and 80 who
There's
got
lefties,
checks.
there's righties, there's
They
guys
got
that go
bombed.
straight, there's
Yeah.
guys that hook it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all over the place. So, well-designed pattern. Thank you very much, Greg Tack and Tommy Hankey Jr. Tommy, with his dream job down in Kegel, experimenting with lane oils and doing stuff there. I think sees himself as the next John Janowitz down there at Kegel, and doing a great job. And Greg Tack, of course, designs all kinds of patterns for his events in Jersey, and he makes some very difficult patterns down there. So they've given us a lot of study on the different lane surfaces we go to, the houses we go to, and good shot there by Halota. He's moved in. He's inside of 12 now, I think, rolling it. And here's Forey, who missed. Again, Sean Richard packs the first 2 ho-hum. And again, his look just looks superior.
I'll tell you a funny story about that ball. As you know, people know I'm very friendly with Sean. We talk on the phone every day.
Well, he was going to throw it out.
Somebody gave it to him.
Yeah.
Mike Morrissey.
They didn't want it.
Didn't want it. Gave it to him, and he plugged in and re-drilled it, and that's it.
Yeah. A good shot there by Forey. And here's Halota. Let's see what he's doing to keep moving in. Of course, there were no lefties on this pair last game. So the question is, how much has the pair broken down? Of course, your pick is Halota. Stayed alive by that strike in the 10th gas. And that one's left. Not going to recover. 3-7-9. And each guy now with a split on this pair, 19 and 20. And here's Richard. You know, that ball visits the 3 or 4 board every shot. But he's able to spin it through the front. And he's deeper than everybody on the front. So I think he's using the lane, I think, the best of all the 4 guys in there right now. And you talk about breakdown, you know, there were a lot of lefties, so there actually was quite a bit of change on the lanes, and there was some, I don't think there was a lot of urethane, but there were definitely some guys, everybody was pretty much piping, you know, 7, 8, 9, except Sean was inside of that. Whoa. Again, turn it up. Wow, rips the rack. He blows the rack and kicks the 7. That's power right there, so good for him. Nice gone. My friend John Conroy. Hey, John, safe drive home, my friend. Take care. Makes the finals. John
Thanks for coming, John. Oh, he knocked me out. That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for beating me. Appreciate it. Now, Sean Richard, front 4. Here's Forey. He better double here to get caught up in this
Yes,
match.
he better, because when Sean starts striking, he normally doesn't stop.
No,
when he does get it going, I don't even know how many 300s, 800s, like 150 something, like, can't count anymore. I don't even know how he counts them.
Forey, is that going to lay off? It does. He went high in that lane last time. Got an early hook. He moved left and pushed it up the lane.
I wonder if that's is that the same? There's another
no,
purple hammer on the rack.
No, it's actually a stronger one.
Okay, so that's a different
Unless
one.
he went back to the weaker
I can't
one.
tell.
I'm not sure what he did there, yeah. So, hey, if everybody could share the feed, we'll get our viewership up. Unfortunately, we're not giving away balls today. The balls is powered by our friends in Long Island.
Sunday tournaments only.
Those are Sunday tournaments only. And we do have 2 balls to give away. So we will be on the live stream tomorrow. The non-champs live stream will be giving away 2 balls in the final match. All you have to do is like and share, and you're automatically entered for one of 2 balls from our friends down at Long Island Bowling Supply. And Forey got that one right with some power. Rips the rack. And give him the strike. Of course, here, coming up tonight, gas 6 p.m. squad for the non-champs. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. and then 12:30 p.m. squads for the non-champs. There's openings on all squads. I think.
Oh my God!
There's an 8-10 in the pocket for Rich Brooks. Unbelievable. Ball just rolled right through the pins, deflected, and could not knock down 9. And there's
that's
Sean
up the
Richard.
lane.
Sean fell off that shot. There's a baby split. I wonder if that's in response, a little bit of pressure that Forey put on him. And that triple, it was key. And here's Rich now. Rich is only down by that 1 mark. Neither one of these guys have been able to double. And we've only got 2 strikes in the match through 7 frames, which on this pattern has been the exception. We've seen some high scores. So non-champs, May 21st and 22nd will be at Chicopee for the Savage Arms singles event. June 17th, GMS Concrete over under doubles gas. You going to bowl that one?
I am bowling with Ian Fitzpatrick.
Look at you.
He asked me.
Nice.
How's that?
Nice. With your new grip, now you're dangerous.
Well,
June 18th, Grog Monster regular doubles. And both of those will be at Cranston in Crescent, Rhode Island.
Now that one I don't have yet. That one I got to work on that one.
There you go. And unfortunately, that was a little late to the pocket shot by Halota. And he almost left a 7-10, but gets a messenger to take the 7. And meanwhile, Sean gets up and strikes with a mixer on the left lane. And let's see now, 70-90. Forey actually has taken a 4-pin lead in this match on 17 and 18. And he can extend that lead if he can strike again here. And here's an 11-pin match on 19 and 20 with some very low scores. So tale of 2 very different matches here. Here's Forey. Up on 17, excuse me, up on 18, going for his 4th in a row.
Isn't lane?
Isn't it though? And you know, here you have you can even see it. You can see the variations in the lanes. These very dramatic masking units reflect off the lanes, and you can tell some of the topography. And
I found out something.
10.
I found out something last week.
Big shot there.
I never knew before.
What's
Did you know they can resurface synthetic panels?
I did not know that.
So I was at Bayside Bowl last week, and they told me that they are taking all the panels off, resurfacing them, putting them back, and they are going to level them to like 5 times the legal specification by USBC.
Interesting. They must buff them or something.
I don't know what they do, but I did not know that was even a thing.
Well, it's basically a veneer of plastic over multi-dense, very dense particle board. So that's basically how that works.
But they are doing all the lanes at Bayside Bowl, and they're taking panel by panel and doing them, and again, leveling everything like
interesting
to perfect. So.
See, I thought you just bought new panels. You're done with it.
Like I said, news to me. That's why I mentioned it.
And by the way, all the panels are made in Maine.
Really?
Yes, every panel, both brands, AMF and Brunswick, all come from one factory, and that's in Maine. And here comes Forey. Waves it off.
Oh.
Almost crumbles the bucket. Crumbles 3/4 of the bucket. Our new tournament director, Justin Alves, here helping us out, putting out some new tape for us.
Putting him to work already?
Yes, the guy is pulling his weight. He's been running those I-91 tournaments, and wanted to say that Mr. Danny Kay is our new NEBA manager. So congratulations to those new positions here at NEBA. And again, we give our many thanks to Becky Craigling, who was the NEBA manager for so many years. She'll stay involved in the club doing committees and other types of work. She'll still be on the board. So we've had some change of the guard here, Gas, and hopefully nobody will notice. Things will continue to just run smoothly, which I expect to happen. And here's Rich trying for a double way right.
Wow.
Gets it back, rips the rack. Wow, did he get a recovery?
I was about to say that has
one?
no chance. I was about to say it, and I didn't.
And he got back within 1 against Halota. And here's Sean Richard once again. That's late to the pocket. I wonder if I didn't see a lot of urethane on the left. I mean, so I didn't see a lot of carry down on the left Gas. But that seemed to be what happened on Sean's ball there.
Needs to make that spare to stay within 13 of Forey.
That's right.
Halota is up a 1 pin, right? 1 pin match?
No, he's actually down. He needs this hit. He needs this hit.
85.
No. I'm sorry, he is up 1.
He was up 1,
right.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, he was up 1. And, yeah, that was Richie Brooks who caught up with that double. And so Richards does make the spare. He's down 13. Both bowlers on spares. And we are now moving into the 8th frame on this match on 17 and 18. And here's Bill Halota covering the spare. Will put him up exactly 1 against Rich Brooks. So, and no problem there.
That looks a little better, I think.
Rich, good shot there.
Oh, my God.
Blows the rack apart. An amazing blower 10 for Sean Richard. Nobody can believe it. None of us or him. It was an amazing shot. And,
the 5 pin like go up around it? Like I don't even know where the 5
I think
pin
it
went.
Behind it. I think it hit it so hard. I think he pushed it behind it because the ball was driving through the pocket so hard. And big shot here for Halota on a spare. Just get the sense one of these guys is going to figure this pair out. And good shot there. Again, late to the pocket. All of a sudden, Billy can't get his ball to turn in the mid lane. It's going long and laying off. And that's back-to-back blowers. It could have been 7-10s. Here's Forey. Can extend his lead to 23 if he can double here. And Sean Richard has 235 on the out. And Forey pacing at 229 right now. And
Wow.
Forey gets that 7-pin.
The
Normally,
5-pin tried to block. The
that
head pin tried to block the
doesn't
5.
go. Yeah, that normally doesn't get there. But he does get it. Forey with the blessed carry right now. Against number 1 seed, Sean Richards. Halota number 2. And Rich Brooks number 3. So all 1, 2, 3 seeds still in the tournament. And there's a cover by Halota. That was almost the same hit as Halota. Forey got on the other side, but he managed to get it to strike. Once again, remember, you can bowl the non-champs here this afternoon at 6 p.m. Well, I guess this evening at 6 p.m. Then tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. and 12:30, normal NEBA squads. And you knew that one was turning up hard. Comes up high for Forey for a 9-pin on 17. And now his max 239. And good shot there by Rich Brooks for the triple and the lead by 10.
Mm-hmm.
Big shot there. Now let's see. Forey covers this, 209. He's got 239 in the out. And Sean Richards 235 in the out. So Richards with ball in hand can, well, not ball in hand, but he can get up and make Forey double. If Richards can punch here, he can make Forey get up and double to win. Rich Brooks for 4. Good shot. Late to the pocket, flat 10. 9-pin lead. Billy Halota's got to figure this pair out.
Wow,
striking.
he almost left the 10-pin again.
That was almost the same
almost,
hit.
my God.
He blows the rack. This time the 10 goes. And a huge shot there. I'm going to say this is a must hit for Sean right here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because without it, he's 215, and Forey can go with 9 out.
Not
It's 217.
9 in the first ball's a win.
So that's
he
a
would
winner.
need bad
So-
count and an open.
So Sean Richard needs this hit right here on 17. And Richie Rich Brooks makes his spare and ring 10, an amazing smash. Excuse me, 7 smash 7 by Sean Richard. What a great shot that was! So much better than that blower 10 he left last time, and that was a pretty good shot. So some bad luck there by Richard, but I'm sure Forey will take it. He's going to go by that 7-pin. That's going to do it. Chris Forey bowls his way into the finals of the I Am Bowling powered by Logo Infusion Senior Singles. We're here at Walnut Hill Lanes, Walnut Hill Bowl, I guess it is, at Woonsocket, and thanks so much to Robert Toth. And there's a late 7-pin once again. Billy, every shot is late to the pocket. He's got to get something to turn up a little sooner, a little harder. And unfortunately now it's a 10-pin deficit. Assuming he makes this, both guys will be on spares going into the 9th and 10th. And here's Forey with a victory lap. And just going straight up the track. Gets the carry, and it is Chris Forey onto the final. We're going to move the Mevo over to lanes 21 and 2, and we will have that final match for you in just a minute. We have to see what happens here in this Halota match, who does cover the 7-pin.
Down 10.
Now exactly a 10-pin match here between Richie Rich Brooks and Bill Halota. We've got one lefty out. Will it be 2? Will it be a righty-righty final with all these lefties making the finals? And a little bit late there for Forey, but no matter.
Tried something else. That was a different ball.
Now he went a zone even more deeper. He called out, and here we go. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in New England. And welcome to Walnut Hill. It's the I Am Bowling powered by Logo Infusion Senior Singles. This is the semifinal. We're almost done. Chris Forey has already beaten number 1 seed Sean Richard to make the finals over on 21 and 2, the final match. And here's Halota going to make up for a 10-pin deficit against Rich Brooks. in the final 2 frames.
He got around that one more.
He did get around it, and still came up a little bit late, but certainly could have mixed and carried. Instead, he leaves the mixer 6-pin. Now, Rich Brooks can get up and close this out. The most Halota can shoot now is 193, and Brooks pacing to 194. So if Rich can put a double together somewhere in the next 2 shots, or next 3 shots, he will lock out Halota. No problem there. Here we go. You can see the score here. It's Rich Brooks on the right and Halota on the left. And Rich needing to put a double together here to close this out. If he can't find a way to double, then Halota will be able to get up and double to at least tie. And there's a flat 10. So here we go again. Another back to a 10-pin match.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's, we're nibbling around the edges here. High game of the 4 guys going to be far and away 227, where we had matches before 250, 240s, 230s. You can see how things have tracked. And you mentioned it, Gas. The heads track up here. Older lane
He missed
surface.
Oh, he just clipped it.
It clipped it and it skidded into it. Even Forey came back and said he thought he missed it. And Rich, that would have been a killer miss, but he does make it. Keeps his 10-pin lead. Both guys with spares in the 9th, and Rich Brooks now up in the 10th.
Thank you, Plastic Visiball.
It will be
that ball went dead straight. If it had hooked one board, he would have missed it.
It will be a double to win for Rich Brooks, and great
flush.
shot there. No doubt about that one. Rolled it right off his hand.
All right, so he's now marked to tie, guaranteed, right? If it's just spares here, Billy can only shoot 193.
Correct.
Strike to win. Spare guarantees himself at least a tie.
Right. And so Bill Halota, basically assuming there's a mark here, must get all 3 to tie. And Rich here strike to win. That's way right. Will it recover? It does. And he gets the roller 10-pin to win the match. And Bill Halota comes over, gives him the fist pump.
That was an old guy Farkle.
I believe that's an old guy rolling Farkle right there, Haas. Come on. That's a rolling.
First messenger of his life.
It couldn't have come at a better time, you'd have to say, that this was a rolling 10-pin by Rich Brooks, and he wins. And congratulations, it will be the 2 righties, Rich Brooks against Chris Forey in the finals. And we will be moving the Mevo over to lanes 21 and 2. And we will be right back as soon as Billy finishes this frame and gets the strike here. And he's going to double. He's the victim of a bad break there. But neither guy really could open this pair up. Bill could not double on this pair unless he doubles here. Couldn't really get it figured out. His ball was just going late to the pocket.
Yep.
Gas didn't seem to be able to get it to turn up.
And then the one in the 9th, the one shot, he really tried to, you could see he tried to get around it more to get a little more back in. He, left a below a 6-pin, which was a bad break.
Yeah, there's just no luck there. There's
now,
the
of
double,
course, it's easy now, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Never fails.
Yeah, so once we see this last shot by Halota, we're going to sign off. We're going to move the Mevo. We'll be right back to bring you the final between Rich Brooks and Chris Forey. Rich, the number 3 seed. We've knocked out our number 1 and number 2 seeds in this round of 4. So interesting matches, to say the least. And we'll watch Halota's last shot here. And of course, it's a triple. So, okay, folks, thanks. We'll be right back. Thanks.